Okay, good afternoon, my fellow Liberians and other immigrant in the diaspora. This is Free Talk Thursday. Uh, of course, again, I am Walter Cooper, CEO of M&M Enterprises, and I have here with me.
Isaac Davis.
And Samuel Tay of T&J Constructions.
And Lawrence Johnson of T&J Construction as well.
Okay. So today I have two young Liberian business guys that I've been knowing for possibly 5 years or so. They've done some construction work at my house in Elk River, Minnesota. Now they have pushed the business towards our home country, our homeland, Liberia. I've done a couple of shipments for them to get this business started. And then we just want to get more info from them. Uh, Also, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, MM Shipping. Is M like Mary, N like Nancy, M like Mary Shipping. Subscribe. All the questions that you have, I say there, we will make sure to respond to them. Do you guys also have a YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
And what is it?
The YouTube channel is T&J Construction Innovation LLC.
Can you repeat that?
T&J Construction Innovations LLC. So definitely you're going to see the name appearing at the bottom of the video.
Okay, beautiful. And man, I know we all been doing our little business here. You guys started here. How long? You guys are partners, right?
Yes.
And how long you guys been knowing each other?
Well, I'll jump in. We've been knowing each other for over, I'll say 20 years plus.
Oh wow!
But with the business, and we've been in business for over 5 years.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And how you guys enjoying the partnership is one thing that's very hard for us in our community. How is it working?
Oh yeah, the partnership has been working so far because between us, we are the yin and the yang. He's the yin, I'm the yang. So one person is a little bit hot, one person is a little bit cool. So the way it works for us is if I'm a little bit too active and asking for more things to be done, he's the one that has the sense to say, you know what, let's calm down and do a little bit more research and make sure we're putting the right products out there for the customers.
Okay. But when you look at nature, just in nature, Lawrence, you know you're that kind of person, right?
Oh yeah, by nature, I'm more of a relaxed, calm guy, and I love to do my things by the book. Sometimes and it's good, and sometimes and it's not. Most time he's the one that is more risky. And then when he bring these rigs up, I'm the one that love to go back, dissect it, and make sure that the rigs is not more than what we can buy. So it has been working for us in that way. So when he said yin and yang, that's where that is coming from.
Right.
So another thing I might throw in there too when it comes to business partnership is division of labor and money.
Yeah.
You know, how do we deal with money as far as who getting paid what and stuff like that? But for us, we simplify everything. I'm 51% owner in the business, he's 49%. But when it comes to division of money, we do it 50-50.
Okay.
I don't take more money than him, he don't take more money than me. Because I believe that the effort is in it, so it should warrant equal pay.
Okay.
So when it comes to that, we haven't had issue with money situation because of that. Now, when it comes to like decision making in certain area where we can't agree, then maybe I might make the decision, but we haven't even gotten to that point yet, and we'll be in business 5 years now. It's just because of the respect and everything we have for each other.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's to have two Liberians come this far together. I applaud you guys very well.
Very commendable.
Thank you.
I applaud you guys.
Thank you.
So what actually I know you guys do a lot of work a lot of construction work in our community?
Yes, we actually are so grateful because most of our construction projects started from within the Liberian community. Eventually, by the grace of God, we're able to secure other contracts with the state of Minnesota. So
Okay.
currently, right now, most of our projects is for the state of Minnesota.
Oh wow.
That's
Yeah.
good.
And at the same time, we are doing new construction projects for Liberian in the diaspora here that are trying to do construction project back home. Because a lot of people have been screwed, trying to build houses back home and they are not there. And sometimes the people there that are building the houses don't understand the quality they are looking for. So when I myself had a similar problem, I built a duplex there, but then when I went there and saw the quality of things, I was completely disappointed.
Oh wow.
And say I'm already in the construction space, that how I convinced my partner for us to start building in Liberia. And so far, so good. We have worked on 7 different construction projects. We have done 3 different things, and we have done over 100 drawing, building designs and stuff for customers. And so far, everything is going good. We are still in the learning process. We are still learning how to do things. And this is some of the reason we came, to you to see how we can find some kind of partnership. Since you've been in the shipping game for this length of time and you're trying to bring Liberian businesses under your wing to show them the right way of doing things. We want to pass that same help to our customers for those that want to ship things back home, but I don't have to money to pay for a full container. So, for instance, you want to do your bathroom or your kitchen or whatsoever part of your house, and you just want to ship just those things back home. Then we can, if we get a couple of people that are coming together, we can create a container. And that way, the cost is distributed evenly and the risk is non-existent.
Okay.
So if I may ask a question concerning, your work back in Liberia. To ask, let me just give this little backdrop. I'm guessing that whatever you're doing in Liberia, those projects are for people that are resident in the diaspora, most especially in the US.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So how does it work?
So the way it works is we have a construction company back there that is registered, and we also work along with another company.
What's the name of it?
T&J Construction
Okay.
Africa.
Yes.
So we have T&J Construction Africa registered in Liberia.
Yeah.
We also have a procurement service registered in Liberia to do the purchases of materials. Because one of the problems people have when they're doing construction project back home is how to send the money.
Yes.
Sending money is a problem. You send money on 5,000, all of a sudden they're flagging you, they're stopping you, you can't send money and those kind of things.
Yeah.
So when customers come to us and they want for us to do their project back home, we can get the money there, but then we're also going to charge the fee for sending the money there.
Yeah.
Because we can't eat that cost. Because if we take that cost, then which means the workmanship you are paying us, we are using that to send the money. But the fact that we can get your money there and get your job done without a hitch, that's where we come in. So the way we also do it is we do a written contract agreement with you to guarantee your investment, to give you some kind of safety net, so that if anything go wrong that we say we can do and we didn't do, you can hold accountable here and you can hold accountable in Liberia.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you said I love Liberians, I never shy from that. Yes, and it just took me a very long time to know how much I love Liberians. Yes, but we are all we have.
Yeah.
Okay, whether people like it or not, we are Liberians. You turn us inside out, paper, no paper, we're Liberians. So I push supporting Liberian businesses, but I also push Liberian businesses delivery. And I think that's how I got this far. Now, when you talk about, so do you guys have customers that yearn for material from the US?
Yes.
As compared to Liberia? Like, for example, I have customers that have come to me. One of the common building material that I ship quite a bit is commode. Okay. I have customers that will come and say the commodes in Liberia are too low, and stuff like that. So and then we're talking about coming under the wing. So how can we help, or how can we form some kind of bridge that will cause some of those things that some of those materials are already in Liberia or from
Excellent,
our end?
excellent question. So, when it comes to building construction, there are materials and there are quality of materials.
Yeah.
So for those that are looking for quality,
Mm.
something that they're used to and stuff like that, they want to get that material from the US. Last year, I had to travel to Turkey for a week,
Mm.
window shopping for materials for my customers, just to compare the price of shipping from Turkey to Liberia and compare the price from shipping from Turkey and taking from the US to Liberia.
Mm.
So, but where we found out is the shipping from Turkey is a little bit more complicated. They want you to buy a wholesale bulk.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's the only way the shipping will make sense for them. You can get it at an affordable cost, but you have to be buying like a whole container for them to ship it out. But the advantage with you and the relationship we're trying to establish with you here is they're going to be getting the best of both worlds. They're going to be getting quality materials, and they're going to also going to be getting shipping the quantity of what they need. We are shipping a whole container. That way it comes in. And to do that, we'll have to have establish some kind of group shipping. It's like 4 or 5 people come together and they ship to fill up a container. Once we have those people on the list, then we can send our container. The cost is distributed evenly. Now, if you want us to, like he mentioned, one of his products he usually selling like bro, otherwise, hard selling for him was the camo. But if you want to do a bathroom set, you get the commode, the vanity, the top, or the surround. You get the tiles, the faucets, and stuff like that. We can put all of that in a package, which we're going to be putting together, and then we'll get in the price list, and then we can kind of sell you that price. That price, you can go on Home Depot website because the company we're going to be dealing with mostly because of the quality they carry is Home Depot. You can go on their website, even handpick the type of tiles and stuff you want. You will look at the prices based on the square footage of what you're trying to cover, and then we can kind of put that package together and ship it for you. Fortunately, everything comes in a box
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
So moving it is going to be easier because it's going to come in a box, like the camo, it comes in a box with all the accessories. So you're not going to be using camo in Liberia where people are going to be putting white cement around. So these are the advantages and stuff like that. So whether you want it for your bathroom, your kitchen, your ceiling, your floors, your electrical, M&M Shipping is also here to help work along with T&J Construction to help you who trying to get your quality material or your dream home in Liberia the way you want it.
Okay, Jason, to add one quick piece in or to it. Well, we shape those things then, and then also we want you guys to keep in mind that we have the technical skills. We have men on ground, and most times we travel to back there. So if you having to get these things in set, and then you wanted someone to do a very nice and clean work for you, that's where T and J comes in. We will install those products that you get from the US here. So in it all, it's a win-win situation for you. Just send to add that piece to it.
So if I may add or ask a question concerning what you just said, you were saying that you got technicians stationed in Liberia
Yes.
that will actually do the job for those who've already acquired their material and they didn't have to go through the company but acquired the material on their own from the US, and those materials are in Liberia and they're looking for skilled technicians to do the work. You got those kind of people on the ground.
Yes, I would say yes. Like he said, or just saying an example about how these guys will install Okamo back home versus us.
Yeah.
Back there, they just take the camo and set it down on the flinch and then put cement around it. Here, we don't use that. We use cap. So we have in the skill, or the camo comes with a gel. We have in those screws and that come from under the ground. We just set it down and we would do a very clean working or for you. We have in the skill, we are always down, and then we also have guys in that we have trained in the process. And one of the things in that we really throw or emphasis on is the quality of work, because in a lot of our Liberians or over here in the US and have entrusted their work with people back there, and when they get there they are completely baffled by what they see. So sometimes we really can't blame those guys in back home, because they have not traveled outside to see what or quality of work is. So everything that they do back there looks beautiful in their eyes. So that's where T&J comes in, because and we have in the travel experiences and to add to it, like my partner had went to Turkey, and there was sometimes he made a trip into China too. So I mean, it's a win-win situation. You can't go wrong with T&J. We will surely be there to walk you through the whole thing from the US here, and we will safeguard you while you are also in Liberia.
Okay, and that's something that you guys said that actually grabbed my attention. Uh, Sorry for my voice. The football July was really good. See, I'm still wearing red pants. See, okay, but just to add to that is what I like some of the things that you guys were talking. Maybe we will get to that point, but we can discuss all of that here because we want people to watch the video.
Yeah.
But the next phase will actually come to that. What I would prefer, okay,
Mm-hmm.
is that you guys will sell. You guys can come up, sell the people a package deal. Okay, say you want your bathroom. Where you have actually a catalog
Mm-hmm.
that is going to show the kind of bathroom, and they have the choice to pick from it.
Mm-hmm.
I know here people have the mortgage, people have the rent to pay, so sometimes they like to pay things little by little. We get the same thing through doing our shipment.
Yeah.
Now, if we ever came to that point, okay, you are right. We do ship containers, not just from America. We ship containers from Europe. In fact, the truck you talked about, we just shipped 2 containers from there. I won't tell you what is it,
Okay.
but we just did. So basically, once we come to that point, and people, this can become possible if you guys subscribe and decide you want to go that way. Okay. And this is where basically I might come in, where they bring these good products to you, whether it's from China, it's from Turkey, from the US, and you guys are able to take it, and there is a term on the payment. We can come in to actually have that shipped to Liberia. All you are doing is paying for the kind of bathroom, the kind of dining room,
Mm-hmm.
the kind of ceiling you want.
Yeah.
Because no big shipping line, and it's not even going to be beneficiary to you
Mm-hmm.
to go and try to ship 10% of a container, 50% of container. No, that's what we will come and just rate the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically, again, to the viewers out there, that is going to happen if you guys say, yep, that's what we want. I cannot, let's say this bathroom costs 10,000, but I don't have the 10,000 cash now, but I choose this bathroom. So there's probably going to be a term and condition.
Yes.
Okay. But then so basically we have to have maybe 5, 6 people that are willing for that at the same time that container is just moved.
Yeah.
So it's not, because the cost of the container sharing it's going to be a difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
I've done that part there. So I think let you guys get my thing here would be to get a catalog out there.
Yeah.
As you are completing the interior of a house or even outside the house. Hey,
Yeah.
these are what we have. You like in the States here, normally when someone tell you that I built my house from scratch, they have like 5, 6 big structure of designs of building.
Yes.
Okay, so when you get to your final thing, they ask you, most of the things you see in the house are basic.
Yeah.
But if you customize the house and say, hey, this is kind of material I want in there, it adds to the price of that house.
Yes.
So that's one thing we can work on.
Yeah.
Now, one other thing that I just to do before we go here. You guys say you are doing up to 7, done up to 7.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is the average cost of a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom? What's the average cost? Okay. So nobody out there hold this price to anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, just a discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the average cost for a 3 to 4 bedroom house, based on the American standard, high ceilings, big windows, nice flooring, kitchen, bathroom, you're looking at something around $75,000,
Okay.
workmanship included. So that
Oh,
would be the
okay.
materials and the workmanship. Now, if you want to cut that cost down, it's going to also depend on the materials
Okay.
you're looking at finishing the house, because most of the price comes from the interior finishing of the house.
So you're
The
actually
door,
saying that it could be lower than 75?
it could be lower than 75 based
Okay.
on the doors, the windows you pick, the flooring you pick, and stuff like that. So definitely the price could go lower, but and the price could even go higher
Yeah,
based on
that's what I don't.
based.
Yeah.
The price could even go higher based on your taste of where you want. So, but another thing I'll throw out there too is sometimes people see like the homes and stuff in Nigeria and Ghana, and they try to compare it with Liberia. First of all, the workmanship cost in Liberia is higher.
Okay.
Materials procurement is higher.
In Liberia?
Yeah, to get good quality materials, except you want to get this coloring tile where you pour on your floor after one time, all the colors start to move from there. So to get good quality materials is expensive. So Liberia and the country are not too. Another thing too is transportation, moving your materials from one place to another because of the road condition and stuff like that. Customers are spending more money in transportation and stuff like that. And those are things that fall within our what's the word I usually use? That fall within our contingency.
Yeah.
So contingency comes in. Contingency is something that you don't expect to happen during your construction project, but that happen. So for instance, like some area will carry blocks there and cement, but we can't reach to the site completely because the road is bad. We have to put it on the side of the road and then pay another person to and local guys in the area to haul it on their head to the job site.
Yeah.
So these are some of the constraints that come to building in Liberia, because most of the places we are building don't have a layout to those areas. I even sent a email to the Liberia Land Authority and see where this if they can where they can collaborate with the Liberia Public Works to see if they can do a layout in those areas and then charge the people that own those land there a fee. And beyond the charge taxes, we will bring more revenue back to the country at the same time, helping people that are trying to do new construction in the area, access to their land, and at the same time creating a zoning. I haven't heard back from them yet, but another video you will see when that come up.
Okay, one more key part of on how much a housing will cost. My guy here just left it out, but that's why I'm here. So when he made some part, we'll jump in. So size matters also.
Square
So
foot. You mean
square footage.
Yeah.
So like what then we do, we do charge based on square footage. So if you want a house or a bedroom, I'm just throwing a number there that is 20 by 20. So that increases the size of the house versus you wanting a room that is 12 by 12. So that's one thing you have to keep into mind too. So if you want a house and fits your budget, you have to consider the size of the house that you want to build. So I would just stop
And
right
let me
there.
just add this, because we are doing most of the design for those customers that we are working for. As I said, we have designed over 100 homes. Some are working with us, some move on. Some plan to work with us towards the end of the year. But I started to tell people now is look at your overall budget. How much do you think you can put into a construction project, and then we can design a house to fit your budget, as compared to trying to design a house first and trying to make that house fit your budget.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That is well, fellow Liberians, there you have it. There's gonna be a part 2, part 3 to this. We know that Liberians are eager to go back home, and everybody is talking about the dream house. I've seen Liberians that tell me they're in $20,000 susu, $15,000 susu, $25,000 susu, and I ask them, "Why are you in such a susu?" And they tell me it's because I want to build my house back home. I pray to God that that every government that comes into play we hear some of these cries. Nobody's going to make Liberia better than us ourselves. I'm very happy that you are making some of these extra moves and also reaching out to the government. That's very good. So like I said, MM is not just about MM. It's about the community.
Yeah.
And when one person talk out like that for those kind of things, it is the community. Liberians out there, let us support each other. I'm not saying just support water. Support Liberian businesses. Liberian businesses out there deliver. Be part of the competition. Liberian customer, if something was 50 cents yesterday and it's 75 cents tomorrow, if it works for you, deal with it. It's one of the biggest backlash we got. Yeah. Why is it yesterday I paid this price? It was yesterday. Yesterday is not coming back. So for free talk, business talk, community talk, Thursday, this is Walter. Again, this is
Isaac Davis, M&M Shipping.
Mr. Samuel Tate, CEO of TLJ Construction.
Lawrence Johnson from T&J Construction
The
as
general
well.
manager. He don't like to call his title, but he's the GM.
Yeah, so we'll call it a day today. And like I said, there's going to be a couple other parts.
Yeah.
And the next time you guys see us, you'll probably start seeing some interior plans. And let's see if we can make it work, that M&M gets to the Liberia with ease. Just one more thing before we go. For most of the people that are planning on doing shipment, there have been a massive delay in shipments. Recently, we had in the past for mainly Mars container that we used for the past 20 some more years. It used to be the US, Algeria put one, Monrovia. Now, for some strange reason, can't get that 100% answer why this is happening. But I'm assuming it's due to lack of cargo going to the country. You now have the US, Algeria put one, Algeria put two, Ivory Coast, then Liberia, sometimes Sierra Leone. And because the port is not also big to host two ships at the same time or more, those delays also come into play. But just be mindful if you're doing any shipment, planning to do any shipment, give yourself at least 2 months plus. Okay, once again, it's your humble servant calling it a day. Thank you.
Peace.